In this video, I'm going to talk to you about sulfite. Now, sulfite and sulfate are completely different things. And sulfur dioxide is basically presented in a lot of foods and drinks and items that are part of our modern day-to-day life. Present in the wine, which was a big problem for me because I do enjoy a really good wine every once in a while. Don't get me wrong, I don't promote being alcoholic. I'm only promoting the concept of enjoying an occasional glass of wine. First of all, welcome to my channel, and I do invite you to subscribe by clicking that small button next to my name. And if you find this information useful, please do share me. Thank you. I do have to say that was a big challenge for me when I started reacting to wine. Sulfite is a very interesting journey for me because ever since I was a child, I had rhinitis. Now, rhinitis is an inflammation of your nose inside. The walls get inflamed, and that starts to block the air going through. It's estimated that if you don't treat it, it can become an asthma based on allergies. Very early in life, about when I was 20, I got diagnosed with it, but never got actually treated for it. I just got like a nose spray and that was it. And now I know that a lot of it was connected to actually having sulfite allergy, albeit a mild allergy. So it's not just a food sensitivity, but it's also an allergy for me. And that was causing this inflammation of rhinitis. And it was really interesting to identify that in my late 30s, because should I have known a little bit earlier, then I would have probably approached the matter different. Now, this sulfur dioxide or sulfite issue surfaced up in the food intolerance test that I recommended in my other video. I started from there, and then I remembered a lot of things that happened in my life that I couldn't explain, and they were connected to this. The interesting thing is that there are some drops that you can use if you have sulfate intolerance in the wine, and they help. I suppose the flip side is that you no longer get headaches and hangover, which can be a bit problematic because I don't want to encourage people drinking too much. So I recommend those drops for the purpose of reducing the sulfate content in the wine. Yes, they do work. And I've recently found out that if you stir a stainless steel, but it has to be a good quality stainless steel spoon for 60 seconds, it needs to be 60 seconds, then the chemicals in the spoon react with the wine, and that reduces the sulfate content in it. Sulfite is also an allergen that is recognized, and when you do your food standard course, they do inform you that is an ingredient that is meant to be identified by restaurants if the food has it. But I have to say that it's really difficult to be identified, because even roasted chips, you go to the shop, you buy a bag of chips that's frozen, and when you flip over the label, you realize that it's got dextrose or some sort of sugar and sulfate, right? And that's the case with so many things, pretty much all the canned stuff, all the pickle stuff. A lot of the wrapped items have sulfate in them. Everything that's a little bit sour tends to have sulfate in it. It's a preservative, and because of that, it's used in a lot of foods. It just irritates your whole intestinal lining, especially if you have larger quantities. So it might not be a case of you feeling the effects of eating too much sulfate today, but do watch that space and try to reduce the quantities, because the problem is the quantity FDA approves for every item is fine, and it's within the law, but they don't know how much you're eating of that. And because of that, because you have a little bit of sulfate with your chips and a little bit of sulfate with your meal and a little bit of sulfate with God knows what else you're putting in the food, then you could be exceeding the normal standards. So when it comes to attacking sulfate content, this would be a couple of recommendations that I would do. Step number one, always check the labels, even on matters you wouldn't think that they have sulfates, like potatoes frozen, like McCain or whatever brand you're using. everything that's packed, check for sulfate. You'll be shocked how many of them have this ingredient. And try to reduce the quantity, even if you do not have a lot of symptoms from the sulfate. And if you do drink wine, I gave you 2 solutions, either the drops, and the link is below, or try the stainless steel spoon stirring for 1 minute. It needs to be for at least 1 minute, because otherwise the chemicals won't have enough time to react. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like and share and comment and subscribe. Thank you.